Where am I?
Hello, Andrew. I want to play a game.
I played your game. We already did this.
What? When?
When I reviewed Spiral.
Damn, I forgot.
Everyone forgot Spiral.
Well, did you learn your lesson?
Yes?
Good choice. Game over.
Hello, we're Andy, the Maniacal Cinephile, and today, we're playing another game.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
No.
Starfield?
No.
Mortal Kombat 1?
No, little buddy, we're talking about Saw X.
They made another one?
But I don't remember Saw A through W.
Saw X is the latest entry in the Saw series, directed and edited by Kevin Greutert. He has a lot of experience with the Saw franchise, having edited most of the movies, and he previously directed Saw 6 and Saw 3D.
The third one was in 3D.
No, there's Saw 3 and then Saw 3D, which was part 7, the final chapter.
Andy, I'm so confused.
Me too, little buddy. Me too. Saw X was written by Peter Goldfinger and Josh Stolberg, known for Piranha 3D, Jigsaw, and Spiral from the Book of Saw. It is the 10th installment in the franchise, but takes place between Saw 1 and 2.
So Saw 10 is Saw 1.5?
Who the hell is numbering these things?
See, in hindsight, it was a mistake to kill off your villain so early. I remember when part 4 was announced and thought, how? Why? And that was 7 movies ago. Despite getting gorier and more convoluted, these movies kept making money.
Why are you so confused by this? Torture people, and I'll pay to see it.
Passing 10 movies is nothing to scoff at. Jigsaw now joins the ranks of Jason, Michael Myers, Godzilla, and, Puppet Master. Anyway, let's see if Jigsaw's big return is a game worth playing. Weeks after the events of Saw, John Kramer is told that due to his advanced brain cancer, he only has 4 months to live.
Still plenty of time to plan a movie franchise.
John attends a cancer support group where he meets fellow cancer patient Henry Kessler. Later, John bumps into Henry, who is now going through remission. Henry claims to have been cured by an experimental Norwegian cancer treatment.
They pickle you like a herring.
Unwilling to die easy, John contacts Dr. Peterson's daughter, Cecilia, who refers him to her secret clinic in Mexico City.
Quiero jugar un juego.
Donde está Taco Bell?
Hoping for a miraculous cure, John Kramer travels to Mexico, only to discover the entire operation is a scam to rob these cancer patients of their money and also their hope.
So what? They can't spend that money when they're dead? That's what I told Grandma.
Armed with a newfound purpose, the infamous Jigsaw uses his game of deadly tests to turn the tables on this con artist.
No, seriously. There was a turning table.
The problem with horror prequels is that they're a little predictable. We know John Kramer's cancer won't be cured. We know Jigsaw and Amanda will get away, and that everyone must die. We know there will be a twist, and even this one was pretty obvious. At 1 hour and 58 minutes, this is the longest film in the Saw series, and some moments drag.
Like a victim in a trap, they could have cut off the extra bits and been okay.
While the plot lacked surprises, the decision to ditch the convoluted sequels and instead bring back Jigsaw and Amanda with a back-to-basics approach was the right one. This marks Tobin Bell's 9th appearance as John Kramer, aka Jigsaw. He was absent in Spiral from the Book of Saw, but made small appearances throughout the series thanks to flashbacks.
And a clever use of disguises.
Who is that?
Jigsaw is an interesting and iconic horror movie villain. Or anti-hero. It's complicated because he's not all evil. He even shows a tender side as he befriends a little Mexican boy named Carlos.
And Gabriella. Dang it. Jigsaw has more friends than I do.
I never cared that much about his accomplices or the copycats, so it was really nice to have another movie with actor Tobin Bell, and one where Jigsaw is the main character that we follow.
From one disgusting bathroom to another.
The trailer revealed that Shawnee Smith also reprises her role in the film as Amanda, having last seen her in Saw 6. She's a former drug addict, now loyal follower of Jigsaw, even if she questions his motives at times. She was in the movie a lot more than I thought she'd be, and it was nice to see an old, familiar face.
Emphasis on old. For a prequel, she's noticeably 20 years older.
And the next victim should be her barber.
So, if Jigsaw is the hero of this story, that means we need a villain. That comes in the form of Synova Makodi Lund, who plays Cecilia Peterson. She's pretty, well-spoken, and one hell of a trickster. She's the devil that offers up a deal too good to be true.
Many more years for an 81-year-old.
She's a conniving weasel up to the very end, and thematically, the perfect foe for John Kramer. She should have had the goriest death, but we're left hanging. The movie was shot on location in Mexico City. The trap designs were more complex than in previous sequels, so the filming schedule was split into 2 parts, 3 weeks in November and 3 weeks in January. They had to make so many traps and prosthetics that they spent the majority of Christmas figuring it out.
On the first day of Christmas, John Kramer gave to me cartilage and a kidney.
This is also only the 3rd film in the series to not open with a trap sequence. Maybe 15 minutes in is when we see the eyeball vacuum featured so heavily in the trailer and posters. But that sequence isn't quite what it seems, and is a bit disappointing.
Like Spiral from the Book of Saw. Make me read, will you?
While working on the eye vacuum scene, editor Steve Forn had a visit from the Los Angeles Police Department after neighbors were concerned about the noises coming from his home.
Weird. In the movie, I don't recall hearing any donkey noises.
Thankfully, when we finally get to the traps in the second half, they deliver the gory practical effects that we expect from the Saw series.
All that work, when he could make them walk on some Legos.
These movies have always been roller coaster rides, so for the first time, I decided to buy a D-Box ticket. A D-Box seat brings the movie to life through movement and vibrations, delivering feedback to the entire body. You feel the traps. However, it was awkward when that girl was being assaulted in the back seat of that car.
Whoa! It's like I'm really there!
Saw X made $18 million during its opening weekend, which was better than the last 2 entries.
But Jigsaw got beat by Paw Patrol, the Mighty Movie. It was pretty good.
Saw X had a budget of $13 million, so it has already earned that back, and will only make more as the month continues. So get ready for Saw 11.
Or Saw 1.6?
Lionsgate even brought back their Red Gears logo that was last seen 13 years ago before Saw 3D. Part 7. The final chapter.
I look forward to Saw Game Over! Followed by 3 more movies.
Saw X was made for the fans who missed Jigsaw, because it wasn't made to progress the story. Cinematographer Nick Matthews said they wanted to pay homage to the earlier films, from the aspect ratio to the color palettes.
Yellows and greens that look like puke.
Being set early in the timeline allows the fan favorites to return, and it's more accessible to newcomers who don't have to watch all the convoluted sequels.
Damn it! Saw X needed to be in space!
So, is seeing Saw X worth scooping out your own brain matter? Well, not that good, but still worth seeing. It's rare for a 10th installment to be one of the better entries. There's no denying the success of the Saw series. It dominated October for 7 years in a row, and like John Kramer himself, it's somehow still alive with no signs of stopping. We've been Andy, the Maniacal Cinephile.
Thanks for liking and subscribing.
We'll see you next time!